This is Nev from the call centre. You're listening to Six Towns Radio, and remember SWSWSWN, some will, some won't, so what? Next.
Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
You are locked in to Six Towns Radio, and I also hope that you tune in, like me, on Tuesdays to BBC3, because there's a programme on there called The Call Centre. And like or hate call centres, it's been a fantastic show. The ratings are brilliant. And on the line, I've got the boss, Nev. How are you doing, Nev? You all right, mate?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing, Terry?
Not bad at all. The Call Centre, it's an awesome TV show. Whose idea was it to come to your call centre and make a documentary?
Well, it was the BBC. They just came in one day and asked if we fancied doing a documentary, and we thought, well, could be good for a laugh, could be good publicity. Let's see how it goes. We didn't think for 1 minute it would it would be accepted as widely as it has. I
suppose a lot of people can relate to it, because call centres are the factories of the current time, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, the factories in Swansea particularly have all shut, and they are replaced by call centres, I'm afraid. So if you're aged between 16 and 24 in Swansea, you've got a 40% chance of being unemployed. So it is. It's the way it is.
I know a lot of people who work in call centres. They say my call centre's nothing like that. That's probably one of the beauties of the show, I suppose, picking on yours.
Yeah, I suppose it is. We get a bit of abuse from from certain parts of society, but on the whole, it's been enjoyed.
Oh, totally. I love watching the relationships and friendships, because most employed people spend more time at work than with the partners and friends and families. So workmates have a massive impact on people's lives, don't they, when they work in these places?
Yeah, an old friend of mine always used to say, if you want to get to know somebody, you've either got to work with them or live with them. And that it's so true. You do get to know people.
Yeah.
It's all about people.
Yeah, camaraderie is really important when you've got to spend 8 hours a day with somebody.
Yeah, that's right. And trying to make a happy environment so that people flourish.
Only happy people sell. That's one of your catchphrases.
Well, it's true. Somebody knocks your door to sell you something and they're looking miserable. Then you're not. It's not the same as somebody with a big, smirky, happy grin on their face. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I like the catchphrase as well. SWSWSWN.
Yeah, some will, some won't. So what next?
Where's that from?
Yeah. Well, it's just a sales spiel, I suppose. It's, when you get doors slammed in your face or phones put down on you when you're ringing people, it's difficult not to take it to heart. And, it's some people shout at you and abuse you on the phone. And, I mean, it's no good taking it personally and getting upset. It's, maybe they're having a bad day the other end of the phone. It's just SWSWSWN and keep going.
I love it. I'm sure that some record company will be in touch, Nev.
They already have, yeah. Yeah, and Mr. Brightside in C#.
Yes.
Yeah, a Christmas charity single, maybe.
That is a good motivational tool, though, Mr. Brightside, full stop. It puts a smile on everyone's face, doesn't it?
Oh, it isn't just Mr. Brightside. I mean, 500 Miles, the Proclaimers is a cracker as well. So, I do make people sing. Yeah. It gets them going, particularly in new starter groups, and all the inhibitions and the barriers come down a bit there.
You also play Cupid in the office quite a lot. Any success stories?
Yeah, it's not a regular occurrence, that one. It's just that I had a load of people at the time, and Kaylee in particular, that was so unhappy because they'd been dumped, and it had affected their work, it's affected their life. Some of them were grieving, so right, let's try and sort it out. And it's, you got the HR approach, oh, there, never mind, you'll be okay. Or you got the sledgehammer approach, which is what I adopted. And it worked.
It definitely does. I think sometimes, you've got to be a bit cruel to be kind for some people.
Putting things back in perspective, it's... your life isn't over, your life isn't ruined, just get on. maybe take it a bit too seriously when they've been in a relationship for a couple of months, and then suddenly they find that the partner's been unfaithful. Your life isn't over, darling. Get on, you know.
Yeah, as they get older, they'll know that happened a few times.
Yes, you do get wiser, don't you?
And one of the guys heavily focused has been George. It seems like a hopeless romantic.
Oh, unbelievable. He is so unlucky, you couldn't believe it. The local press and radio station down here has picked up on George, and they organised a makeover for him. So he went to a beauty salon for a complete makeover, and some local gents outfitters kitted him out, so he was looking, the bee's knees. And the date that was arranged for the night that had applied back to the local press stood him up. He is going to be the most unlucky in love bloke you've ever come across. But there we are.
I've seen online the amount of love he's been getting, so he probably will find love eventually. We all do.
Yes, he's bound to. Well, I say bound to. I mean, this is George, but we hope so anyway. Yeah.
So, do you currently have any jobs going, Nev?
At the moment, we're taking on very, very slowly. The time the call centre was being filmed, we were recruiting like the clappers, but the energy efficiency grants all changed, and the PPI sales slowed right down. So no, we've actually laid a few off, and we're about half as big as what we were last year. So it'll grow again, but business is business, I'm afraid, and sometimes you have ups, and sometimes you've got to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, oh, totally.
At the end of the day, we are a business, so and I'm in charge, so get on and run it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you started off really small, and you've grown it to the size it is, and you're going to have your ups and downs, aren't you?
Yeah, in any business, you have ups and downs, and anybody tells you any different, they're not telling you the truth.
Yeah, since you've been on the TV, I suppose your profile's raised quite a lot, TV, radio work. Is it something that you're going to fall back on now and again? Do you think you might have a niche there?
I've no idea. I mean, we've only had 2 programmes so far, and the series has another 3 programmes to run. Whether we do another series, I don't know, but I suppose I'd like to. Where it takes us, I don't know.
I've seen all sorts of things bandied your way: football management, politics.
Yeah, so somebody, actually Leon Britton, who plays for the Swans, texted me and said, if Loudrup leaves, I'm putting your name forward. And I'm just praying Loudrup doesn't leave in that case. Yeah, but there was an article in the Wales on Sunday as well. That I used to play a lot of football. I played in the League of Wales, and maybe there's a managerial career there. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Well,
where do they get the stories from? I don't know.
Here in Stoke City have just had 2 Welsh managers, Tony Pulis, now Mark Hughes. Yeah. You know what I mean? There could be a job for you up here.
Yeah. Well, Mark Hughes is a really good manager. I mean, he had a rough deal at Man City. It's been a lot of bad luck at QPR, I think. But when Mark Hughes was the manager of the Wales team, he did a fantastic job. Yeah, he really did. Yeah. So respect to the man.
Big respect to Mark Hughes. I've seen on Twitter as well. You've been getting loads of good compliments on Twitter, even from famous people. Ricky Gervais, I know that's been commented on so many times, the similarity between David Brent, but people who actually watch the show will know that's not true.
Yeah, I hadn't watched The Office, I'm afraid. I watched a little bit on YouTube, but I couldn't get into it very much. But I don't see myself as that at all. But there we are. If other people want to make the comparison, that's up to them.
So what's next for you then, Nev? Obviously, you're very busy with work, but have you got anything else planned?
Not really, no. It's back to the grindstone, get the business back up and running, because it was a bit of a distraction doing the programme. But press on with the business, and that's the most important thing, really, because that's what employs 600 people. And there's a lot of people relying on me to perform.
Yep. Well, I hope you've got a few more songs in your repertoire to rally the troops. It's been great having you on the phone today, Nev.
So do I have a request now? Can I play a request?
You can do, yeah. That'll be fine.
Johnny Be Good in C sharp.
That'll be up
Chuck
next.
Berry, Johnny Be Good. Another one to rouse the troops.
Yes, we'll do that for you right now. Thanks a lot, mate. You take care.
Terry. Bless you.
We love music. You are locked into Six Towns Radio.
This is Nev from the call centre on Six Towns Radio. Now get out!